Good morning. Today we are talking about semicolons and commas, hoping to help you through some of the IXL exercises that you did yesterday and maybe clarify some points at any time. If you want to take a screenshot of these notes, it may help you in the future. And please note at the bottom, again, the difference between independent clause and dependent clause. They both need a subject and predicate, but we have those subordinating conjunctions that start a dependent clause, and that's when certain punctuation may be used. So we're going to look at a few different examples, and starting with the comma. Okay, as we look at this first one, you'll see that there is a comma that is needed, and the question is why? What rule does it follow? It follows a dependent clause that is starting the sentence. The dependent clause starts with after, and after a large economic expansion took place in the 1980s, comma, money flooded into Thailand. And two more commas are used as an appositive here to talk about Bangkok, the country's capital. That is an additional detail that we learn about Bangkok. So another one here that does need a comma is two independent clauses joined by the comma and a fanboy. Groundwater comes is the subject predicate in the first part, and we rely is the subject and predicate in the second part. So those two independent clauses are joined together with a comma. There is not a comma necessary in this example or the next one. And it tricks us because it has the word but and is not joining two independent clauses. It is joining two verbs. It is saying that this gem weighs and is on display. If it had the word it after and, it would have a subject and a verb, but there is no subject after and. It just says it and is on display. So we know what it's talking about, but it is not listed there. Same idea in the second one, where it talks about Wilma Rudolph, who battled polio, but went on to become. So it does not say she went on to become. And so we don't need a comma there. It's really joining two verbs, two predicates in the sentence. All right, so if we look at the semicolon, we say it's a mixture of pause and stop. Okay, so we do need a semicolon in this piece. The second sentence has two independent clauses. There's no fanboy. So we talk about the initial effort required 8 hours of exposure time, and the other person's required only 20 or 30 minutes. So there is no and, but we use the semicolon to separate those two independent ideas. Another one here, it's using that conjunctive adverb. However, nevertheless, furthermore, therefore. Usually a semicolon is used before that word, and that word, that adverb, is followed by a comma. This example as well is a little tricky, but it has an independent clause, and then the semicolon known as carapace, that is set off by a comma. The shell helps protect an armadillo from predators. So it's two independent ideas set off with the semicolon. So I hope you'll be able to go back, practice a little more in the IXL if you are confused, or certainly check with your teacher if you have any questions. Have a great day.